Hey everyone, and welcome to the video today. So I kind of left the Subaru exactly the way it was when we left off in the second video because I had to go to work out of town for a couple days. So let's see where we're at. I'll tell you one thing, we were definitely thrashing last time we were in here. This place is a mess. My goodness. We're gonna have to do some cleaning, I think, before we do anything else. Okay, so in part one of this video, we ended up getting the heads done, new head gaskets, new valve covers, new valve cover gaskets, got this coolant passage on here, got this coolant line put back on. I don't know if I videoed it or not, but did this water pump, new thermostat, which was odd because we took all this apart and there's no thermostat in here, so that's interesting. So first off, in this video, we're gonna do the timing belt system, which is super easy. I'll explain that here in a second, and throw the intake back on and hopefully get all the accessories back on the car and hear this thing run. So basically when it comes to your timing here, it's super easy. There is a mark right there that needs to be facing straight up. There's actually a mark on the timing cover that makes it a little easier to see, but that needs to be pointing straight up. That right there needs to be pointing to the mark right there at the crank sensor. I don't know if my phone's gonna focus, but that little orange dot on the top there is a mark. And then this mark over here needs to be facing up towards this tick right here. So that mark right there needs to be at the tick in the timing cover. So I'm going to throw all the new components on here, get the tensioner on, get the belt on, get all that fun stuff on real quick, get the timing cover on, and we'll be done with timing, and then we can move to doing the intake, which I'm not looking forward to. That was kind of a pain to get that thing out, but we're gonna try and get it all back together. So I'm gonna throw you guys on a time lapse, and I'm gonna get to work. Real quick, I was getting the whole timing kit out and getting ready to install it, and I got this one from Gates. And there is the part number, TCK304. I just want to say I'm very surprised. Look at this. This is nice. I don't know. I've never gotten anything from Gates before, but I know Gates is more of a name brand. But this is nice here. And I believe this is so you can slide this this gear on here without the belt giving you issues. So that's cool. Some Loctite. We got your tensioner here, a couple idlers, which is really good. It came with this one because the one that came off of this car, it's really hard for me to do this one-handed, but this outer lip here, this whole outer piece is super loose. So there's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on. I'm pretty excited. This is nice stuff. So doing this timing belt on this 2.5, I learned that you can put all of the timing pulleys on, except for the lower one on the passenger side. So if you're looking at the engine, it'll be the left lower side. So put everything on except for that one, and then you can kind of lift the belt up enough to put that bolt in, and trust me, it'll work every time. Also, don't forget the little plastic cover down underneath the timing belt between the head and the block on the passenger side. It's two 10mm bolts. Hopefully you found it when you took the head off, but I almost forgot to put mine on, so make sure to put yours on. So right here you can see it's a bit of a task fishing the harness all the way through the intake. And don't be like me and put the intake on backwards, not thinking about it. Make sure the throttle body is facing the firewall. And then fish your whole entire harness underneath or over top of your fuel line, underneath your fuel rail. And then once you have that on, you want to bolt your PCV tube back up underneath the intake. And then once you get that, it's kind of self-explanatory where all the plugs go. Just kind of lay them out and they'll kind of tell you where they want to go. You can't plug something in backwards. Each plug is its own designated spot. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you get all that done, it's nice to have a magnet to put the intake bolts in once you have the cover over the injectors, the little strut thing that I think is a brace. I'm not real sure what the point of it is. But once you do that, then you can continue plugging everything in and hooking everything up, and away you go. All right, everyone, it's the next day. Kind of ran a little late on working on the car last night. And I did a few extra things. I didn't quite realize my camera was dead. I knew the battery was getting low, but I didn't realize it died. So there's a couple things you guys missed, doing the airbox, doing a couple other things. But let's check out the progress we got so far, and let's figure out what else we got to do. So there we go. We got the airbox on, got this on. I have to order some different little plastic connectors like these because the ones I have are not small enough for that. We got to add some oil. We got to add some coolant. I had to run to the parts store real quick and get some bolts because the bolts that hold the exhaust underneath the car, both of them snapped. And trying to find this bolt is going to be a nightmare. So I'm just going to put a straight bolt on it and put the spring and the washers and everything back on, and it should work just fine. So I'm gonna button a couple things up real quick, and we'll see if this thing runs. Okay, so we got oil in the car, we got coolant in the car, batteries hooked up. I think everything should be ready to start. So we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Well, I think the battery's dead, so we're gonna mess with that for a second. I'll come back to you, we'll figure this out. Okay, so I can't find my voltmeter, so we're just gonna send it and give this thing some juice here. Okay. Most of the smoke you're seeing is actually PB blast that I put on the exhaust manifold bolts well before I even took the engine apart. That now that the exhaust is getting hot, it's smoking real bad, and it goes away once it evaporates, but nothing to worry about. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire it up here. So this car doesn't have a temp gauge on the dash, so I was trying to make sure that the thermostat was working properly. So I got this this Foxwell here from Amazon. Let's see if I can do this all one-handed here. So you can go through and pick all your, all your sensors and everything. But I just want coolant temperature, so we'll go with that. I've been sitting here running this thing for a while. At first, it got kind of hot. I will say it got kind of hot. And then I shut the car off, and then I closed up the coolant system because I had a funnel on there. So I closed it up so it could pressurize, and now it's working like it should. So yeah, go get you one of these Foxwell things. They're actually pretty handy. It's like 120 bucks. But it can do a lot. It can do a lot, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty fast too. For 120 bucks and you can do all this, it's not bad. So we're gonna go out there and do a once over on the engine, and then maybe take this thing for a drive. I apologize about the seatbelt dinger. The seatbelt's actually covered in mold, so I have to clean that. So I'm not wearing a seatbelt, but it seems to be running pretty good. I got the Foxwell here doing some monitoring, but yeah, everything seems to be good. Drives nice. Was having some turn signal issues before, but I think I got those fixed now. Yeah, I think she's fixed. See the coolant here, about 170 degrees, doing 40 miles an hour, just driving straight. So yeah. All right, everyone, there you have it. We did the head gaskets on a 2012 Ej25 Subaru Legacy. Hopefully you guys learned something. I know I sure did. As far as the lights on the dash go, we're gonna have a couple more videos coming out hopefully soon once I figure out what's wrong with it. I know one of the issues is actually this guy right here, an ABS module, but it's okay. We got a new one. Did it change the lights? Not really, but we're trying things, okay? It is what it is. We also are gonna do ABS sensors all the way around the car to see if that does anything. I don't know, I'm just throwing things at it, all right? It is what it is. So, if you guys liked the video, make sure to slap that like button and I guess subscribe. I think that's how you do it. I'm not real sure. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to do an ABS module video because I haven't seen one yet. And yeah, also, guys, the car's for sale. $5,200. Okay, that's cheap, all right, in today's standards. But it's for sale. And as soon as we sell this one, we're going to go find something else to build or fix or do something with. I don't know. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.